Hi, I want to show you the basic operation of the Hunter X-Core sprinkler system controller. So we'll just run through each of the features and settings. First thing you need to do is set your current date. You change the year by hitting your plus minus buttons. You then hit the arrow key. We're in May, but you can change your month again up and down with the plus and minus, and then hit the right arrow key to change the date. Then you keep going, and here's where you set your time, AM or PM. You change that with the plus or minus. Hit your arrow key, you change the hour, hit the arrow key again, you can change the minutes. Then your date and time are set. And you can just go to run or wherever you need to. Okay, next let's look at start times. So the start time is the start time for a program. It is not the start time for a given zone. So this is showing program A, and this is the first start time for program A, and it's set for 2:30 a.m.
Press the right arrow key and you can set a second and even a third and a fourth start time for program A. Now if you only want it to run once, then you only want one start time set. So make sure you don't have multiple start times set here.
You push the program key, so we're now on program B, and you can see that there's also a start time for program B at 9 p.m. No other start times in program B, and we'll look at program C. There's no start times for program C. Okay, so now let's look at the programs A, B, C, and I'll show you what those do. So to do that, you go to the run times. Let's start with program A. Okay, so this is showing program A, zone 1. Zone 1 is set to run for 20 minutes. Zone 2, 20 minutes. Zone 3, 20 minutes. Zone 4, 20 minutes. Zone 5, 20 minutes. Zone 6, 20 minutes. Nothing on zone 7 or 8 because those zones are not active. And it shows a total runtime for program A of 2 hours. Okay, let's look at program B. Again, we have a 2-hour total runtime. Zone 1 again is 20 minutes. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all 20 minutes. Again, nothing on 7 or 8 because those zones are not being used. Now we can look at program C. There's nothing set. So let me explain real briefly once again the difference between start times and run times. Start times is the time of day a given program will start running. It is not the start time for a particular zone. It is the start time for a program, in this case program A. There's another start time set up for program B, and that's at 9 p.m. Run times are the individual zone run times. It's telling you that zone 1 will run for 20 minutes, 2 for 20 minutes, 3, 4, 5, 6 will each run for 20 minutes. So some people get confused, think they need to set up a start time for each zone. That is not correct. You set up a start time for a program, and you set run times for each individual zone. Okay, now let's look at watering days. Right now it's set up to water on Thursday and Sunday. If you want it to run on Monday, you hit your plus key, and now Sunday is going to run. If you want it to run on Tuesday, plus key. Let's go back to Tuesday. If you do not want it to run, you just hit your minus key. You got the circle around it, it will not run. Let's go back to Monday and turn Monday off also. So that's how you do your watering days. So if you will keep hitting the right arrow key past Sunday, you will get to where you can set up odd or even days. And by doing that, it will run every other day, either on odd or even days. So wherever you are, when you exit this, is what it's going to be on. So right now it's going to run Thursday and Sunday. If you want to do odd and evens, then you set that here, plus or minus to choose odd or even. Then you would exit by turning your dial back to run. Once you're on odd and even, there's one other way to set the watering days, and that's interval watering. So push your right arrow key one more time, and this takes you to interval watering mode. Using your plus and minus keys, you can choose how many days between watering you want. Here it will water every 5 days. It'll water every 3 days. You can go all the way up to 31 days, but whatever number you have in here, it'll water every 10th day. So if you want interval watering, you leave it right here, you go to run, and it will remain in interval watering mode. Okay, one other thing on interval watering. Let's say you mow the grass every Saturday. So what you want to do is you want to use your arrow key to go to Saturday, then your minus button. So you've got the water drop circled. That means it will never water on Saturday when the interval falls on Saturday. So that's how you can choose for it not to water ever on a Saturday or whatever day you choose. But we want it to water as we had it previously, every Thursday and every Sunday. So we're going to leave it there and go back to run. Okay, now let's look at seasonal adjustment. Right now it's at 100%, and we saw that each zone was running for 20 minutes. Maybe in the fall you don't want to water quite as much, so you hit 50%, and instead of running for 20 minutes on each zone, it'll run for 10 minutes on each zone. Maybe we have a really dry period. You can also increase the watering percentage or up to 150%. So instead of 20 minutes, it would now be 30 minutes. So that's what you do there. This is if you have some other controllers. We're not going to mess with that. If you want to run one station to check all the zones, you go to manual one station. You can set your time. Maybe you don't want to run full 20 minutes. Maybe just want to run it for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes so you can make sure everything's working properly. You do that. You go to run. It's going to turn zone 1 on. And this will only run one station. Once you've checked them, you can turn that station off. You can go back to zone 2 and run it for however long you want to run it. Go to run. It's going to run zone 2 for 16 minutes in this case. There's one other manual watering mode, and what you do to start it is you press and hold the right arrow key, and then you can go through and choose how long you want each station to run, but you've got to do them individually. So let's say we want each station to run for 5 minutes. And you might do this at the beginning of the season just to make sure everything's working properly, you don't have any broken heads, everything's rotating like it should. And you can, choose whatever amount of time you want. I just went to 2 hours. Okay, 5 minutes and 5 minutes. Okay, then you just leave it alone. And because I left it on zone 6, it's going to start with zone 6. If I had hit the arrow key one more time, it would have gone to station 1 and it would have started on station 1. But anyway, zone 6 is going to run for 5 minutes. It'll go to station 1 for 5 minutes, 2 for 5 minutes, etc. So you've got 2 different manual watering modes. If you have it to system off, none of your programs are going to run. It's not going to do any watering. If you want it to water according to your program, then you set it to run. One other thing, you have sensor bypass. This is inactive right now, so your rain sensor is active. That means if rain is detected, it will not run if it's not detected, then your system will run as programmed. If you push this to the up position, then it's bypassing the sensor, and even if it's raining real heavy outside, your sprinkler system will come on. So you would normally want the sensor in the active position. So that's basically how you operate this thing. It's pretty simple once you understand it, and I hope you've learned something from this video. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.